3 months after Bill Parcells had added a second Super Bowl trophy to the Giants' collection, he stunned the football world by resigning as their head coach. Taking charge of the veteran Giants, most of whom only knew Parcells' abrasive way of doing things, is their former offensive coordinator, Ray Handley.
I'm a different person than Bill is. You know, Bill was on them all the time. I put a little bit more on their shoulders, and yeah, I have a veteran team, so they know what it takes to win. They've been there. They've been through it before, and I don't like to think that, you know, Leonard Marshall and Lawrence Taylor and Pepper Johnson were simply motivated by Bill Parcells. I think a lot of that motivation comes from within, so I rely on them to reach down inside and get that out, and I think I'll get that.
A lot of the players are still making fun of Bill out there, what he'd be saying, what this is going on or whatever, but in the meeting rooms and all the talks and everything, Ray might even be a little harsher than Bill was.
The harshest decision Handley has had to make so far has been who to name as starting quarterback. Phil Simms was the hero of Super Bowl 21 and led the Giants to a 10-0 start last season. Surprisingly, it was Jeff Hostetler who took over from the injured Simms in Week 14 and guided them to their second Super Bowl win that Handley finally chose.
The fact that he had played in the championship game against San Francisco and in the playoff game against Chicago, and those being two of our first three opponents, I think that's what was ultimately swung the decision in his favor.
The fans are not very appreciative of Phil Simms. You know, I couldn't believe it. One day in a preseason game, they actually booed Phil, and they call themselves Giant fans. Great.
I think they're going to have a hard transition with the new coach coming in.
Simms was perfect for Coach Parcells, but Ray Handley plays a more exciting game, so Hostetler fits perfect with Ray Handley's game, so I think they're going to go far.
If the team wins and has a good season, I'll say it was a brilliant decision.
I knew it was going to be a tough decision, and you know, battling against Phil, and he's done some great things. He had a good camp, so you know, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have anything verbally to say about it, because that doesn't do any good. And I just wanted my performance to speak for itself, and the decision was out of my hands, and whichever way it would have went, I would have dealt with it accordingly.
I think they probably should have went with Phil Simms, but as long as he's a backup, I think they have a good shot, but not as well as they did last year. I'm going for the 49ers.
And it was the 49ers on Monday night who were Coach Handley's first big test of the season. Like the Giants, they were also starting their backup quarterback. Joe Montana is out with tendinitis for 4 weeks. His replacement, Steve Young, quickly answered an early Giants field goal.
4 wideouts in, including Sanjay Beach, and Young goes deep, and it's Rice making the catch at the 40 as he had gotten free. And the first touchdown of the season for the San Francisco 49ers is 73 yards from Young to Jerry Rice.
Jeff Hostetler then showed one of the reasons why he's preferred to Simms at quarterback.
Room to roam, gets by Romanowski in a big gain to the 17-yard line. He not only can run, he can fly.
3 plays later, the MVP of the Super Bowl finished off the drive.
Here's Anderson, and he is in for the touchdown.
And that guy has been there before.
Matt Barr, whose 5 field goals defeated the 49ers in last year's NFC Championship game, extended the Giants' lead just before halftime. Then in the 4th quarter, it was Young's turn to demonstrate his scrambling ability.
Young pump fakes and runs in for the touchdown. Steve Young.
But the final outcome was left in the hands of Hoss and the foot of Matt Barr.
35 yards. And an assist to Hostetler on a low snap.
And for Ray Handley, head coach, piece of cake, nothing to it, huh, Ray?
Bill Anderson down the sideline, inside the 5.
The replay judges took another look at that 42-yard run and ruled it touchdown, the longest touchdown run of the week. With 15 seconds left to go, Matt Barr attempted to send the game into overtime with a 35-yard field goal. But William the Refrigerator Perry had other ideas.
Partially blocked and no good. I blocked it.
Here's the play that kept this game out overtime. You get Mangum coming from the outside, the push in the middle, and it was the Fridge. You see his arm up there. His right arm was the ball that blocked that kick.
Robert Awald, who was just activated off the injured reserve. So a double tight end set, and Awald gets the grab. Last year, 13 receptions. He and Novacek both came over from Phoenix via Plan B a year ago. Draw play, Emmitt Smith. About 3 yards across midfield into the Giant end of the field at the 48-yard line.
And it looks like a draw play, but really what it is it's just an I formation pick-a-hole thing for Emmitt Smith.
Giants now on second down will go with 5 linebackers, a defensive switch. 2 down linemen. And Lawrence Taylor lines up on the left. He's coming. He is the hot receiver, and he got by Nate Newton just enough to Harris. Troy Aikman, and the pass falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Well, they went with 5 linebackers there because they only have about 3 or 4 healthy defensive linemen.
As we said, Dorsey and Howard both on injury reserve. 3rd and 7. There's a play action fake down the right sideline. Alexander Wright. First down. And that will cause an eruption of joy at Texas Stadium, because Wright has been a man of immense promise, but not much delivery this year. Jimmy Johnson got angry with the media on Tuesday and had a 3-minute one-way conversation with them about Alexander Wright. That pass for Novacek incomplete. 2nd down and 10. They actually can get the first down without the touchdown. 6 touchdowns and 2 field goals inside the so-called red zone this year. 2nd and 10. Novacek in motion. Emmitt Smith tries to get it to the outside and can't. It'll be 3rd and 9. Again, the Giants come with 5 linebackers, and the Cowboys counter with 2 tight ends. Alfredo Roberts and Novacek line up tight to the right. This is the 9th play of this drive. Aikman back, good protection. Finds Michael Irvin. Irvin slips a tackle, dances left, fumbles the ball. Giants have it. Everson Walls, the former Cowboy. Jeff Hostetler opens at quarterback. Up the middle it goes for a couple of yards. Jim Jeffcoat with the tackle. Maurice Carthon with the carry. Bunch comes to the left, now starts in motion. Hampton spilled as he gets near the 8-yard line. Handoff up the middle, short of the ball, close for the first down. Out near the 15.
I think they got it.
They do have a first down here. Ingram in motion, Hostetler back, pressure coming from Jeffcoat. Screen pass to Hampton. He's got Bart Oates in front. And another Giant first down out near the 29. 7:35 to go first quarter. Scoreless thus far. Cowboys had a threat. Fumbled at the 4. Lewis Tillman's in the lineup. And Jimmy Jones is up on top to make the tackle with Tillman. 2nd down. Play fake, Hostetler. Looks right, comes left, man wide open. Ingram in front of Larry Brown, the rookie. And that's another New York first down. Hostetler last week, very modest yardage, which fueled the fire of the New York controversy. Inside handoff to Meggett. Across the 50 to the Cowboy 48-yard line. Jim Jeffcoat made the tackle. Meggett lines up as a wide receiver. Gets by James Washington. Inside the 30 where Ray Horton makes the tackle. Great block. Hostetler. Ingram at the 10-yard line. Last week, Hostetler threw for 65 yards. On this drive, he has thrown for 67. Tillman up the middle. Fumble! Larry Brown recovers at the 1. It is tit for tat.
The Cowboys' next possession ended with a Lawrence Taylor sack on Troy Aikman. Then, with Jeff Hostetler having easily his best game of the season so far, the Giants moved down for a 43-yard field goal. We join the Cowboys on their last drive of the first half.
Vinograd is playing left tackle in the place of Tuanay, who has a groin injury. Here's the toss to Emmitt Smith on the sweep. Vinograd in front. First down at the 21. Straight drop back. Blitz is on. Darrell Johnson makes the catch. Circles by Mark Collins. And that may have given him an extra 2 yards to the 15-yard line. Aikman has spread it around. 7 different receivers in the first half. 2nd and 4. Emmitt Smith to the 11. Aikman, right side. Emmitt Smith out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Carl Banks made the tackle.
They need about 2 yards for the first down and 4 yards for the touchdown.
Interesting, Jimmy Johnson criticized in the Monday night loss to the Redskins for clock management. This time doing a good job. He doesn't want to leave too much on the clock. Emmitt Smith. Touchdown, Dallas. 7-3 here. 1 setback. Jared Bunch in motion. Play fake. And they find Jared Bunch, and he struggles up to the 21-yard line. Fumble. Ray Horton has it, and the Cowboys have scored. The kick is up, and it's good. Hostetler back and going deep, and Ingram's open. And they beat Isaac Holt again, all the way to the 40. They are undressing Isaac Holt this afternoon.
Well, Hostetler told me before the ball game that they wanted to work on Isaac, and they wanted to work on him deep. This is Mark Ingram, number 82, on the pass pattern. But look at Holt. He's 5 yards to the outside, 5 yards deep. Heck, Vern, I think I could get open on that type of coverage. I'm not going to lose my head here, though. Holt's got to tighten it up some way.
A gain of 41. First down at the 39. And Hostetler is over 300 yards. Now he's going to run all the way to the 19.
Well, he's doing it all. He's throwing the ball perfectly, and now he's still has the confidence to run with the ball right up the middle. It just opens up for him. But this is what he does that very few other quarterbacks can do, is just break tackles head first inside the 20.
From the 19, first down and 10. Hostetler has gone over 300 yards in the air and 37 on the ground. 14-9 Dallas. Caught, touchdown, Stephen Baker. Alfredo Roberts, Awalt, and the man in motion, Novacek. Emmitt Smith. And what a play by Everson Walls. 4 times a Pro Bowler while he played in Dallas. 2:20 remaining in the ball game. Aikman. Urban. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, what a game, and it just goes to show how little statistics really mean in the end. Jeff Hostetler had 300 yards passing today, and the Giants had their best game on offense all season, and still they lost. And perhaps that's the big difference between this year's team and last year's. The Super Bowl Giants used to play badly and win. This team has just played well against a team it's beaten for the past 3 seasons, and yet they find themselves at the end of the day 2-3.
Got to win the damn football game. We don't get it in the red area. We turn the ball over. Ends up 3 times, 2 of them cost touchdowns, 1 for us, 1 for them. The difference between this year's team and last year's team, as far as I can see, is the turnovers and critical.
As coach Jimmy Johnson knew his Cowboys would have a tough time beating the Giants at the Meadowlands. But what he didn't anticipate was that he'd have a tougher time with the officiating crew. His troubles began in the first quarter.
Good Aikman. Nowhere to go. Finally gets it out to Emmitt Smith, who can't hang on.
He called it a fumble. Oh, that one has to be an instant replay.
The replay official did review the play and unbelievably backed the referee's decision. Jimmy Johnson wasn't amused. Then 2 plays later, salt was added to the wound and he was ready to blow.
Ingram in motion. They show us a blitz. Hostetler is down. And the ball was loose. A flag on the play as well. Pruitt made the recovery.
Pruitt had it, and one of the Giants took it away from him down in the bottom of the pile, and the officials haven't ruled yet.
Incidental face mask by number 75 defense before the quarterback fumbled.
Jimmy Johnson out on the field, off with the headset, is furious.
He never did say who recovered the fumble. See, that's what I think he's asking, and I don't know that either.
I've known Jimmy Johnson a long time and never have seen him this upset.
Down by 3, Johnson was soon up in arms again as the Giants faced a crucial 3rd and goal on their next drive.
They got a linebacker out on Megan. Hostetler away from 2. Flag on the play.
And this penalty is going to be against the Cowboys.
Number 58, defense, 5 yards, half the distance, automatic first down.
Boy, oh boy, whatever could go wrong against the Cowboys has gone wrong. Dixon Edwards is number 58. Carthon is coming there to block him. He's playing him off like a blocker. And right there he hasn't held him. It's a running play. And he went out there to block him. The quarterback was coming out running. The quarterback never threw it. I don't know that that is a penalty.
There's the touchdown. By Hampton again.
I'll tell you, Jimmy Johnson is furious, and I think he has a right to be furious.
Despite the bad calls and their mounting frustrations, the Cowboys managed to keep the game close until the 4th quarter.
Hostetler out of the pocket, chased by Maryland. Man is open. Ingram.
Ignoring the likelihood of heavy fines, Johnson clearly made his feelings known after the game.
In all my years of coaching, I have never, ever, ever seen a game officiated as poorly as what this was officiated. Call after call after call. Including replay. Unbelievable, and it wasn't just judgment calls.
Sims for Baker. Caught! Touchdown!